Hey everyone, Greg Kopchik from Action Coach again, talking about what to consider when you're looking at a franchise, okay? So in this case, we're going to talk about the money side of things, okay? In a franchise, there's the investment up front required for the license rights, okay? So you got to look at what is the investment for that's required. Some are quite large, some are very small. So a lot of franchises, when they're new to the market, charge less than someone who's established because they're trying to get market penetration. They're trying to establish themselves, so they're going to offer you a low dollar entry point. So there's going to be a trade-off for that, okay? So you got to remember, are you looking at, are you buying the Mercedes-Benz of that franchise, or are you buying the Volkswagen? So there's always going to be that difference in price, okay? Then the next thing is, what's going to be your return on investment? Not only, because of the equity you're building in the franchise and it grows, just like the value of your house, you got to consider that. Will you be able to sell this franchise in the future to someone else who can plug in and run it, okay? Plus as well, how much money are you going to make and be able to pay yourself running that franchise? I've seen people go into low dollar entry point franchises and they're not making a heck of a lot of money. Okay, but they're saying, wow, the investment was okay. Yeah, but you went into a franchise operation so that you could create the income and have the lifestyle and create the wealth that you wanted, not lower your standards and collect less simply because you're in a franchise. So you got to look at that, okay? Also, you got to look at what are the monthly, let's say there's going to be monthly royalty fees with every single franchise out there, as well as there's money you got to put into probably a marketing fund. So you got to look at those and then look at what is your gross profit margin after that and what potentially can be your return on this. And the only way you're going to find out that kind of information, of course, is talking to other franchisees in the system. Find out who's doing well, why are they doing well, what is it they've done, okay? And the ones that aren't doing well, ask them why aren't they doing well? What's the overall average, earnings claims of that franchise? You got to be looking at these kinds of questions. And what's the average earning claims in the first year, the second year, the third year, so on. So that you can see, is this going to be a growing franchise, or am I going to invest in something and it's going to stay the same, or potentially go down? Because that does happen to various franchise operations, okay? Then again, also, what kind of financing is available to help you in getting that franchise? Okay, you got to consider that. Does a franchisor provide it? Do you have to go to the bank? What kind of collateral are you going to have to put up? How quickly, also got to factor in, if you got financing, how quickly will you be able to pay it off based on the amount of cash flow money that's coming in from that franchise, okay? So remember that. This is a critical part, that there's going to be a lot of due diligence, and you really got to investigate this and say, if I'm not going to make more money than if I'm working for someone else, why would I want to get involved in that franchise, okay? And especially the return on investment, if it's only single or double digits, you can do that by investing your money and not even worry about running your own franchise operation. Me, I'm an aggressive guy. I'd want high double-digit, triple-digit returns. Is that possible? Absolutely, in a franchise. And if they're not getting it, ask them why.